Hello Flosstube. It is Miska Cat 1 here again for another Flosstube update, or I'm also known as Jen. So thank you very much for coming back to my channel. I'm so sorry I have been MIA for a while. There's been a lot of things going on, as per usual, so I'm sure most of you can relate to that at some extent. So anyways, I figured I had some time. It was a beautiful day out, or not was a beautiful day, it is a beautiful day out here, so I figured I would film outside. Hopefully it's not going to be too noisy. It's pretty calm, so I don't think that the wind will be a huge issue. I hear a siren coming in the background because I live off of a main road here in Edmonton, so I apologize if it is a little noisy, but overall I think this will work out just fine. So the last time I talked to you, I was just heading off to my stitch camp, so I did that. I came home, there's the siren. This video is going to be very rambly because I don't really have anything organized. I have a bag of stuff, which I'm going to go through. Hopefully this won't be painfully long. Maybe it will be. But I'm kind of going to try and go in like a life sequential order, because that's the way it kind of makes sense to my brain. So there's going to be some progress, some life updates, then some haul, and it's all just going to be like a mishmash with each other. So I'm going to show you my bag, first of all. My bag of stuff that I'm going to talk about. So this is my bag. I'm a normal cat mom. You are a crazy people person. This bag actually has a story to it. I have a matching coffee cup. All my stuff that I'm going to talk about is in there, so I'm going to be reaching off to the side repeatedly throughout this video to talk about certain things, and like I say, I'm not organized at all, so bear with me. So like I said, I was going to my stitching retreat. I had planned, I was there, when was I? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So 4 new starts? Is that what I did? Maybe? We're gonna start at the beginning. So the first night I got there, I think I worked on one piece 2 days. That kind of makes more sense to me, so. Yes, I think that's what I did. So the first night there, I ended up working on Toil, which is this one by Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork by Melanie Dellon. Tracy P is stitching this with me. Yay! Hey Tracy. So I think, if I remember correctly, I worked on this the first, umbrella. I worked on this the first and the second day, if I remember correctly. So this is how far I got. I got that much done. I obviously didn't do all of this in a day and a half. This is actually almost a page finish, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I'm stitching this on 32 count even weave, 1/1. So yeah, this is page number 1. And I think it goes over a little bit more. I didn't want to run into working off in multiple pages, so I kind of stopped a little early, and then it goes down a little bit further, but that's almost a page finish, or almost a half a page finish. There's a big difference, but I haven't looked at it for a while. So, and then this was given to me. How cool is that needle minder? From my wonderful Stitch from Stash buddy Kim. She gave it to me specifically for this piece, which she has named so lovingly Marcy. I can't remember the exact story behind it. I think it's something to do with a Greek god and being part of the, I'm butchering this, the underworld. Anyways, I'll try and find the story and link it down below. But anyways, she ended up giving me this beautiful needle minder, which is so perfect for me. I love it. Thank you so much, Kim. You're going to see a lot of nice fancy gifts from Kim in this video, because that girl spoils me rotten. Love her. And we are doing Stitch from Stash 2 together as well too. Hopefully this time I will not miserably fail, as you will see later on in my video. Things got a little out of control for a bit there, so yeah, anyways, so Stitch from Stash 2, all for that. The next thing that I ended up working on was I started stitches. Again, doing this with Tracy P. This is going to be like the 2 longest stitch alongs ever. 2 Hades. So this is stitches. Again, this is by Melanie Dellon. So that I made a start on. This one, I didn't want to work on just background. I kind of wanted to get to something a little bit interesting. The whole first page is pretty much all black on this piece, so it would have been easy to do during camp, but I really didn't want to do that, so I kind of started top middle. So this is how far I got in one day. So this is actually that middle bone on her headdress there. So that's as far as I ended up getting. And yeah, I worked on it that one day, and then I haven't picked it up since. So that's kind of a little sad, a little depressing, but I need to work on this definitely some more. I should also say this needle minder was made by a very dear friend of mine, Kathleen. She doesn't do Flosstube, she doesn't do Instagram, she doesn't do anything like that. So, but she made me that needle minder, which I love skunks, and it's super cute. And this I'm also stitching on 32 count even weave as well, 1/1. So those 2 I started there. I ended up starting a 3rd one, and this was on, so I worked on toil the Wednesday, Thursday, started stitches on Friday, and then I had another new start on the Saturday, which I am doing with my lovely, wonderful Stitch from Stash partner, Kim. And she had a fantastic idea that she wanted to start one of the Mirror Witches, the Bewitching Pixies. So this is what I decided to start. This is Minerva. So I started her on the Saturday while I was at camp. So this one I am stitching on Meyer by Picture This Plus. Oh, I'm going to lose my needle. Should be bad. So this is Minerva. And this green is actually way more Halloween-y. It's a very Halloween-y green. It's very bright, like almost like lime green. So let's see if I can get a better picture. It's very bright out, so that's as far as I've gotten on Minerva. I actually am not gonna lie, I kind of struggled with this fabric at first. Um, the picture on here actually makes her look very green. Like, not green green, but like a, almost like a turquoisey type color. And she is very teal. So, and then the fabric is very green. So I really kind of struggled with it at first. I think it's actually going to be okay kind of now that I've done a little bit more on it. I'm just going to go with it. Because I've kind of done too much. I don't really feel like ripping it out or frogging it. So that's my progress on. So I want to show you guys this. This was given to me by one of the ladies that was attending the oh, my brain's gone. The stitching retreat. She bought one for several of us, and we got to choose which one we wanted, and this is the one that I picked. She ended up giving us this purse. How cute is this? I love this purse. So that's the one side. Here's the other side. It's got pockets. Oh, I guess I need to show you, not me. It's got pockets in the front. There's 2 pockets there. There's a pocket in the back, which has a snap. The strap is really super cute. No pockets on the inside, but it's really nicely lined. It's really well made. The company is a friend of hers, and it is, I don't know if you can see that down there, Wild Child. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to try and put a link down below. She had some really super cute bags. It was really hard to choose this one because they were all really well made, really cute, totally up my alley. So this is the one I chose. Love it. I've been using it every day. It's been handling and holding up really well. She actually had one that was quite a bit larger, and I was thinking that would make a perfect project bag because I don't have any project bags. I use Ziploc bags for all of my stuff, or pillowcases. So I was going to get that one, but I really love this one. So yeah, super cute. Wild Child. So like I say, I'll put a link if I can find one down below. I'm pretty sure she's got to have like an Etsy shop or like a store, online store somewhere. So I'll link that below. So they also, at the Stitch Camp, they had a where you could bring in anything that you wanted to donate. Basically, they throw it all out on a table, and you can rifle through it. And basically, you take what you want for a donation. So they had 4 tables full of stuff, and thankfully, I was very fortunate to be voluntold to help set out all of the stuff that people had donated. So I kind of got like a sneak peek at what stuff there kind of was, and then when it opened, I kind of beelined for kind of what I was wanting. Call that cheating, but whatever. I don't really care. So I ended up donating $10, and I got a whole whack load of stuff. So this is a little bit of my haul that I got. Let's see, what else is there? I think that's all I snafu'd. I think. Nope. 1, 2. Oh, that's 1, 2. That was 1. I did get a couple other patterns. I actually ended up sending them to Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. Miss Oh So Crafty, because I saw them and thought of her and thought that they would be something that she would be interested in, and because it was such a good deal, that I just scooped them up for her. So, so hopefully, well, I shouldn't say hopefully, she did like them, so she got a hold of me and they got to her okay, and she was very excited, so that was awesome. So, the first one that I got was this Stony Creek Samplers to Treasure. The one that really kind of caught my eye was this bottom one. I think it's super cute. Don't know if or when I'll ever get around to stitching it, but it is there. It's kind of cute. Maybe I should just take out like certain elements of it and maybe just stitch that. And then that's what's on the back. This one here is actually really quite cute as well too. It's not the little birds. I have a thing for chickadees. We have a lot of chickadees in our trees back here, so I kind of have a soft spot for them. I feed them all winter and summer, and they love me for it. So, have a thing for chickadees. The other one that I got was this one, and I didn't actually realize that there were two in there. But another Stony Creek, Angels of Light. This one I might actually use as a giveaway. Because they're not really anything that I'll probably end up stitching. And that's the center. I mean, they're beautiful designs. They're just not something that I would probably put in my house, so. But they are, like, the Stony Creeks are beautiful patterns. I love them, so. And then this was tucked in there. This is, what is this? Guardians of the Seasons. So this is kind of more seasonal angels. And this is a color chart. Again, probably something I won't ever stitch. They actually came in together in the sleeve, so like I said, I just realized that there were two books in there, so so I did manage to get those two. Still not a bad deal for $10. Then I picked up this one. This is Japanese Turtle by X's and O's. I just thought it was kind of cute. Might make for a really cute quick stitch. It uses Weeks Dye Works for the variegation in the turtle, so really simple chart. Pretty cute though, so no, I snafu'd that. I ended up picking, I thought I got a couple more magazines. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like there were more magazines involved. Oh, this one I picked up. Oh, this one. See, I knew there was more. And I told you that this was going to be a mishmash video. Yikes. Okay, so after those, I ended up picking up this. This is Leisure Arts. This is actually the chart I picked it up for. They had a lot of magazines there. A lot of them had patterns ripped out of them. So you really had to kind of flip through them to make sure that if you grabbed it for the front chart, that the pattern was actually still in there. So this one was, like I say, I think it's kind of cute. So maybe I will do that one of these days. What else was in here? If there was anything. I don't want to do a whole flip through. These magazines are all pretty old, so. But that was basically what I got this one for. What's that? Then I picked up this Mill Hill booklet. treasured holiday samplers because I thought they were kind of cute. Lots of beadwork. The Christmas one is actually quite pretty. So I ended up, it's got some other patterns as well too in it. Like it's got Santa pattern. This one's actually kind of cute. It's pretty cute actually. Actually, this is the first time I've flipped through this too. God, I've had this stuff for like months, and go figure. These aren't even in there. That was the whole reason I got it. So maybe this will go in the next giveaway. not a giveaway, but it'll go back to the Stitch Camp, and then I'll redonate it because those aren't in there. Oh well. What am I gonna do? Then I got this one. This is another Leisure Arts, and I thought these charts were actually quite cute for just some quick stitches. There they are. The scarecrow I really like. He's really cute. And those patterns are actually in here. The nice thing about like the Leisure Arts is they usually have like a knitting or crochet pattern as well too in there. Like they're not just strictly cross stitch. So I got that one, and then I picked up Cross Stitch Collection. This is September 2016. It's got cute cupcakes on the front. I don't think that they're actually in here. The reason I actually grabbed this book, oh, the cupcakes are in here. Yay. Thanks. I actually really liked this chart. I'm Falling for You. This is actually by Durian Jones. So that was really cute. And I really liked it's going to be hard to show you without these apples, which I thought were really kind of cute. And I think there's 4 of them. And this is designed by Amanda Butler. So those are really cute. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that there's 4 of them. There's the house and the deer. Try not to show you the pattern, but that one is really cute. That one, and there's another one. It's got like a pie and like coffee or something in it. So that's why I picked up this one. This is September 2016 Cross Stitch Collection. So I got that one. I picked up Cross Stitcher. This is April 2004. And I don't really remember off the top of my head why I getting eaten. Why I picked up this one. I'm sure there was something. Ouch. Cute in it. Oh, I think I got it for these little animals that are in here, which I can't really show you without showing you the patterns. There's like one of them. So there's like a little hedgehog. There's some chickadees. I'll show you from back here. So chickadees and deers. The hedgehog is right there. There's the rest of them. The little squirrel is cute, so that's why I picked this one up. So this is April 2004. So that one I ended up getting. I ended up getting this one by Victoria Sampler. This is the little chickadee booklet. It had the thread pack in it. These things are very expensive. Like I said, I have a thing for chickadees though, so and the fact that it came with the supplies is awesome. It was all over that. So this is Chickadee by Victoria Sampler. I picked up number 30 by the Cricket Collection. This one. I love the pumpkins. Those are pretty cute. So I snafu'd that one. It's kind of funny, a lot of them had like $1 and $2 price tags on them. So I didn't feel bad for my minimal donation. I also picked up Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. This was one of the first magazines I ever kind of looked at when I first started cross stitching back in, like, it must have been like 92 when I first started. And I kind of have a soft spot for this magazine, so whenever I see them, I just try and grab them, and I'm trying to, I guess, kind of collect them. There's not always something in them that I like, but I thought that they were pretty good for, like, being back in the day. I've stitched a few things out of some of the ones that I have in my stash already. The patterns are really nice, really easy to read, whatnot else. This one doesn't really have anything in it, but like I said, I kind of have a soft spot for this magazine. So this is January, February 91. So that's how old this one is. The next patterns that I got are from Cross My Heart. I'm actually amazed that I found these. This one I've stitched already. This is Earth Dragon. I stitched that one. I've stitched this one. This is Fire Dragon. There is Air Dragon, which I have as a work in progress, which I haven't worked on for ever. I need to pull this out and stitch on it some more. And then Water Dragon. And this one I have all the stuff for. The reason I ended up actually getting these, I don't think this one, maybe it does. I must have gotten like a first print of my patterns. First of all, the ones that I have are all one full solid page. So you kind of have to unfold them. You have to photocopy them in sections. There's no shaded lines or anything because it's all one big pattern, right? Which is quite huge. The ones that I got, this one and both the Earth Dragon, did not have thread, like thread usage lists. And this one, you can see, it actually says you will need 2 skeins of each of the following. And you will need 5 skeins of the following. Mine didn't have that. So I basically stitched, I ran out of a thread, went and got a new one, and then there was a dye lot issue. So I ended up frogging skeins of thread. from both the fire and the earth dragon. The earth dragon has it too. Oh, no it doesn't. This is like my original pattern, where it's all one big chart. Anyways, that's why I end up picking up these again, because I still have the water and I still have the air dragon to stitch. If there's going to be like duplicate skeins that I need, that's why I got these, because I want to know. I don't want to be frogging skeins and skeins again because of dye lot issues. It's very frustrating. Yeah, so I'm going to hold on to these until I'm done all 4 of them, and then maybe I'll get rid of them all as a bundle again because I won't need them anymore. So, so those ones I ended up getting, and then the last one that I got, which was so exciting for me to find, I was very happy, is this one here by Nimu. This is called Laclette, or the Key. I love this chart. The charts are very expensive, as you can tell from the $26 price tag on it. But I saw this and I scooped it up, and it was kind of funny because there was a lady holding it at the table, and she was showing her friend. She's like, "Oh, did you want this one?" And like, she had it, she was gonna give it to her, and she's like, "No, I think I'm okay." And I kind of looked at her and went, "Well, if you're not gonna take it and she's not gonna take it, I will happily take that one off of your hands." So so that's how I ended up with this. I was very, very lucky, very fortunate. So so that was my haul from the donation tables, I guess you can call. I did end up buying one chart while I was there, and it is a Mira, and this is called Fairy Idol. And this is what it looks like. Love this chart. So pretty. Love it. So this calls for water lilies, krennic, beads, the whisper thread. So this is my one real purchase that I end up getting while I was at my camp. Pretty much it from, oh no wait, I have one other thing to show you from camp. This is something I was working on prior to going to camp. I don't think I ended up showing any of you. This is an Etsy pattern. I can't remember what Etsy store it was, but I took this with me just to kind of work on in the evenings, because I pretty much was working on Hades for the whole time, and sometimes at midnight you don't want to work on a Hade because it's a little much. So I ended up finishing this one, and this is a Dr. Seuss pattern, like I say, from an Etsy shop. I'll put a link to the store down below, but it turned out super cute. It was really easy to stitch. This was on a piece of even weave. I don't even know what count this is. It was just like from a grab bag that was in my stash. So I think this is one of, probably from Picture This Plus. But like I say, it turned out really cute. I was just stitching on this with a hoop, as you can see from my lines. I need to wash it. I think this I'm actually going to turn into a pillow. But yeah, so that I ended up finishing, so that was exciting. Okay, so Stitch Camp went, it happened, there was stitching involved, there was purchasing involved, then I had to come back to reality, so I ended up coming home on the Sunday. So I ended up getting home, I unloaded my vehicle, it was about the middle of the afternoon, and then my mom ended up calling me outside. She's like, "You need to come outside and look at this." I'm like, "Okay, well what's going on?" And so anyways, this is a life update. I went outside, and in the neighbor's yard, and she was busy talking to the neighbor, there were all these kittens. Like, I think we counted about 3 of them. They were eating out of this food that he had put out for them. So I was kind of looking at the kittens, and they were like, tried to get close, and you couldn't get close to them. They were really skittish and whatnot else. So yeah, saw kittens, that was good. And then a couple days later, my mom told me again she had seen them in a pile of wood in our backyard. So I took some food out for them because we hadn't seen them since, and it had been a couple days. We saw the mom cat. She's a stray cat in the neighborhood. So anyways, you could kind of see her. She was kind of watching this one area. Anyways, so we put some food out for them. They never came out. A couple of them came out actually. And then they just run back into the pile of wood again. So anyways, me being the crazy person that I am, went and got one of the cat's toys, and it was one of those like rods with the dangly insect at the bottom or whatever. So I'm standing on the other side of the fence waving the stupid toy around, and all these kittens start coming up from this pile of wood. So they get close to the top, and I start grabbing them, right? And so I got about 3, and then I ran out of room in my arms, and there was still at least another one that I couldn't quite grab. So anyways, I called to my mom. She went and got one of the cat carriers. So we start putting these kittens in the cat carrier. And then I'm still waving this toy around. I think I got one more out, and then we could still hear meowing or mewing in the pile of wood. So put 4 kittens in this little carrier, and yeah, started moving all this wood, trying to find the other kittens, right? Because they weren't coming out at that point anymore. You could kind of occasionally see them darting around, and so anyways, we caught what we thought was only 1 more, ended up being 2 more. So there ended up being a total of 6 kittens. We ended up moving every single piece of wood in that pile to make sure that we got all of them. So that was fun. So put these 6 kittens in a carrier and took them into the house, made a makeshift litter box, gave them some food, put them kind of in their own separate room, whatnot else. So it was kind of funny. The next day I went down to feed them first thing in the morning, and they were all sleeping in the carrier. Like, the door was open, they could have gone out and wandered around or whatever, but they were all sleeping cuddled up in this carrier. And I lifted the lid on it, and all 6 of them looked at me and started hissing. It was the cutest, most non-intimidating thing ever. But it was like this little miniature kitten snake bit of like hissing. It was kind of funny. So fed them. I contacted a friend of mine who came out to take a look at them. She lives on an acreage just outside of the city here, so she ended up taking 3 of them home with her. So that was awesome. We were left with 3 then. So it took a while, kind of started bonding with them. So ended up giving one of them away to a coworker friend of mine, who helped us with some electrical while we were getting our roof done and whatnot else. So his daughter's birthday was actually that weekend, so I full on gave him one of the kittens. Had their dewormings done, had their first shots done, so that was a nice present for his daughter. Went out, bought them basically all the stuff that they needed, like some food and litter box and toys and everything else, gave it to him. And then I was left with 2, which we now have decided to keep. So I have 2 older cats of my own. They're indoor cats, so I can honestly say I was kind of lax on getting their shots and whatnot else done, because they're inside. They're not going to get exposed to a lot of things that they would if they were outside, right? So we had to take the kittens in and get them vaccinated, and then I had to take my cats in to get vaccinated and all their shots up to date, because I didn't know if the kittens were going to have anything with them coming from the life that they had, right? So took my one cat in. Well, actually took both of them in. The one cat, they told me that he needed some dental work done. So I had to take him back and get some dental work done, which was expensive and costly, and now he's feeling much better. So that was money well spent for him. And then trying to integrate 2 adult cats and these 2 kittens. So the kittens just want to be friends with everybody. My older cat, the one that had the dental work done, he loves everything and everybody. He is like the friendliest cat ever. He walked right in and kind of made his place. Basically, that consisted of sitting down in front of their food dish and eating all their food, and then he was good. It was kind of, while they looked and went, "Where's my food going?" So the other one, on the other hand, was very temperamental, very hissy, did not like the kittens. So we had to slowly introduce them, which took a while, and whatnot else. So I'm going to insert some pictures here. First of all, the 6 kittens all together, and then the one that we decided to keep, he's got the white stomach and the mustache. I have named him Vlad because, well, once you see his face, you'll realize that he's vicious, and his name totally suits him now. The other one, she was the runt of the litter. Her name is actually Pebble. She is the female, so I have 3 males, 1 female now. She's very hard to catch, and just kind of does her own thing. She's very independent. So that's kind of what's happened with them. So I'll insert the pictures, and you can ooh and ah and kitten and whatnot else. So they've been fun. But it's been fun. And now everybody is living together. They're happy. There's no more hissing. They're still trying to find their place a little bit. But everything's working out pretty good. So, like I say, I haven't been stitching a lot because of that. So, the next thing that I should show you is, this is a chart that my friend gave me at the stitch camp. She actually finished it up and had no need for the pattern anymore. So she gave me this one. This is Spooky Welcome by Stony Creek. So I have that one in my stash now. The other chart that a friend gave to me because she also finished it up at the stitch camp is Queen of Hearts. This is a storybook classic by Classic Colorworks and Diane Williams. This is really cute. This is a really cute chart. I love it. So I'm going to stitch that one of these days. And then somebody posted on Facebook that they saw the Desiderata chart on eBay. Well, I needed that chart. I actually really want to stitch it for my mom. I think she would really appreciate it. I remember her buying me a notepad with that poem in it when I was really young, and she always loved that poem, so that's why I really wanted this chart. Unfortunately, it came as a pack of 9, so I had to buy 9 charts just to get the one that I wanted. So this is what it came with. I don't think this one was actually listed, but it's got Kitchen Fun by Designworks. So that one was in there. Julia's Reproductions. This is Phoebe Bradley Sampler 1877. So that one was in there. This one was in there. Herman of Copenhagen. The Kelly Collection, The Dutch Touch Incorporated presents Grandma's Rules, Collection 1. So that was in there. And then these two by Janlin, or sorry, 3 by Janlin. So this is Girl with Cosmos. This is Honey Bear's Birth Announcement. It's kind of cute, but I don't know anybody that's going to have children anytime soon. And then Daisy Girl. So it came with those ones. It also came with 2 other charts. I ended up giving them to my Stitch from Stash friend, Kim, because she showed interest in them, and they weren't anything that I was ever going to stitch, so I ended up just sending them to her. And then this is the whole reason for this one. So the Desiderata Sampler. So I went out and I bought fabric for it. So this is Belfast Linen in Country Mocha. This is a 27 by 45 inch piece, probably by Picture This Plus. So that's what I'm going to stitch this on. One of these days when I get an inkling for a new start again. And then I got the, it calls for Krennic Mori silks. I'm just going to use the DMC, but there were a couple that were variegated, so I splurged on those. So this is Peacock, Water Lilies, and then Peacock Wildflowers, and then Cafe Olay in Water Lilies. So I did splurge on the variegated threads that I needed. I believe the other ones are just solids, so like I said, I'm just going to use DMC for it. And then, when I was getting all that stuff, I ended up getting a few other things from my LNS. And I also placed an order with 123 Stitch, because that's what I do. Oh, I should also say, my Stitch from Stash buddy, Kim, she ended up sending me that needle minder that was here when I ended up getting back from my stitching retreat. So that was in the parcel. And then she gave me this cute little snail measuring tape. How cute is this? So you pull out his head, and then you can measure everything. So I love this. I actually hang it off of my Millennium frame, so it's always with me. So she gave me that, and then she gave me this little cute little bug. Needle threader. It's got a light on it so you can see what you're doing. So that was super cute, and it's actually got a thread cutter on the side there too. Super handy. I love this. And she knows me too well because green is my favorite color. So she knows me to a T, and we've only been talking to each other for about 6 months. So this is awesome. So that was all here. She also sent me Quaker Geometric Puzzle by Ink Circles. So pretty. I'll have to definitely change the colors, but love it. So she sent me that. Then I had to place an order because I caught the bug and I had to order Coffee Quaker. So I ordered this, and then of course I had to start it, and I'm kind of winging some of the colors. Some of them I'm using what it's actually called for. I went to my LNS, I picked out fabric. I don't remember what it's called though. It is, I don't remember. Anyways, so this is where I am for Coffee Quaker. So I have a couple of the motifs done. And first I drink. So, and this I am doing on, I want to say 32 count. Even weave by Picture This Plus. I'll put the color down below. So that's where I've gotten to on this one. Like I said, I'm kind of winging some of the colors. Some of them I'm using what it actually calls for. So I've got that on the go. What else did I get? When I went to go get threads for Desiderata and fabric for Coffee Quaker, I ended up getting a few other patterns. So this is Plum Street Sampler Babushka's Blossoms, because that is just super cute. Love that. I actually just saw on Facebook today somebody's starting that. So I'm going to follow them and see how that works out, because it's super cute. Then I bought another RTO kit. So this is Leaf Ball. He's got the cutest little squirrel on his hat. And he's super cute. Love him. And then I went on a big Plum Street Sampler kick, and I got Hare's Halloween, Hare's Spring, Hare's Summer, and then I ended up placing an order with 123 Stitch and ended up getting a Wicked Plant, All Hallows Eve by Barbara Anna. Love this chart. Super cute. I ended up getting Maria Serran 1830 Floral Band Sampler by Lindsay Lane Designs. I don't know what it was about this chart. Something about it. Really love this. So I got that, and then thanks to McKenna, I ended up getting Filigrane Moonlight, because this is like one of my favorite pieces that you've ever stitched, McKenna. Love it. Love it. So now I need to stitch it. I'll have to rewatch your video because I don't remember what fabric that you used, but I absolutely love it. So I did that. I'm gonna go have supper and then I'll be back. And it might not be quite as hot then. Okay, see you in a bit.